Dave, would you look at this? Have you seen the way these guys have been provisioning these virtual machines? There's literally no firewalling between all these different applications. We've got a bunch of them sitting on the DMZ, sitting off the firewall, sure, but there's no firewalling in between. What if my proxy server gets infected or my new spider web application? What? Seriously? You're still getting wound up about this? Yeah, man, I've been looking at it, and all we need is a virus or a bit of malware on that proxy. Suddenly our spiderweb's gone. Spiderweb could then infect Phil's app. It's all on the same network. And our mate Phil, who knows what he's done here, it could infect spiderweb. Got the same problem internally. We've got traffic coming from our users. You know what? There's no firewall from them, between them and the servers. They could hit our email server with a virus, hits the intranet server, could go from our mate Phil to the intranet. It's open slather here. Dude, you need NSX. Have you heard of NSX? Do you know what it does? What did you call me? What? NSX? No, the dude bit. No, NSX is the answer. This is the solution that's going to give you the firewalling you need. With NSX, you can firewall between those individual virtual machines without having to change the physical network, without changing the firewall or touching the router. You can protect our spiderweb from our mate Phil. I don't get it. You've still got these virtual machines sitting on the same network. Why can't they just talk to each other? Look, dude, it's easy. You're basically going to take the virtual machines, you install NSX, and it's just a matter of actually turning on the firewalling. And each virtual machine gets its own firewall. So suddenly, I can now filter the traffic between these virtual machines, and I can do it with a policy. So I can say, this group is separated and isolated from this group. And I can apply that across all of my vSphere clusters, across all of my virtual machines. Perfect for a DMZ. Perfect for a large data set. So there you have it. How easy is that? And it was literally 10 minutes to install. Did you call me dude again? Anyway, look, yeah, it seems to make sense. I guess that's just all there is to it. We really do need NSX. That's probably the only way we're actually going to tackle this problem. You know, who knows what these apps guys are going to do in the next 6 months? They got a whole lot more of these to roll out. We can't just let them put VMs anywhere they like. To have this kind of control, this kind of policy, really makes so much more sense now. Do you reckon you could automate this? Could we put this policy around these virtual machines every time they're provisioned? Dude, yeah, it's a piece of cake. Like I've said to you already, man. This stuff's done in the hypervisor. It's actually done through an API call. In fact, you can even tag the virtual machines with what we call a security tag. The tag on the virtual machine determines which firewall policy or which group the virtual machine drops into. Or as part of the provisioning, let's say you have a tool like vRealize Automation, that tool can actually put the virtual machine into a security group. And this could be one that you've already created. It's one that already limits what Phil can do. So you can have your firewalling there, or you can have the firewalling here as a policy, and that will stop access from this group to that group. So any VMs that get dropped into that group are automatically subject to that policy. It's a piece of cake. What is it with you and dude? But hey, yeah, look, man, I think you've actually solved the problem here. This, what do you call this thing, NSX? That's what it says in the sticker, right? Look, that's actually going to fix our problem here of firewalling in the data center. It's going to fix this whole DMZ, which is a complete mess. We can actually start filtering off and, you know, stopping this virus problem which keeps moving from server to server. And this is where breaches are happening these days, right? So, sign me up.